Next at 10, a hostage situation at a California grocery store turns deadly. Now, suspect is in custody. We have the latest breaking details. Keeping kids away from violence happening here at home. We'll introduce you to one group that's hoping to help with the mission. Then new details as that investigation into that deadly boating accident in Missouri moves ahead. A look at where the NTSB goes from here. And the Husker State games start today. We break down all the highlights. It's straight ahead, live at 10.
From your home for news, this is WOWT 6 News, live at 10.
Good evening, and thanks so much for joining us tonight. I'm Colin Ruane. We do want to get right to breaking news. This is happening in California. One woman is killed inside an LA area supermarket. That's after a gunman allegedly took hostages. Officers say the suspect was being pursued by police, crashing his car. That's when he got out and ran into the store. Some customers, as you see there, were able to run out quickly. Reports just in the last hour say the gunman also shot his grandmother and girlfriend before that chase. That suspect is now in custody. We will continue to follow this breaking news as it develops. A local organization that works with Omaha's youth gathered everyone to have some fun today, cook out and try fun activities, all to keep kids' minds off the violence that may be going on in their neighborhoods. Mason Morrow reports.
Mason Morrow, 6 News.
Right now, we are waiting to hear more details on a crash on I-80 that's happened near Neola, Iowa. First responders were called about 1 o'clock this morning for an accident. Initial reports indicate a car had rolled onto its side in the median near mile marker 23. It's believed at least one person was ejected. A call for more manpower was made moments later. Keep it here with 6 News as we get the latest information. Developing right now, water crews busy this morning. The crews from Omaha and Council Bluffs were called out to the Bob Kerrey pedestrian bridge right after 2 this morning. For more than 2 hours, Omaha police negotiated with a potential jumper before he was taken into custody right before 5. Quick break from the news now. We want to look at the hour-by-hour forecast. We join meteorologist Peter Sherwood with what has been a very gorgeous day, and it's looking nice tomorrow, too, right?
That's right. We made it up to...
Search is over for victims near Branson, Missouri. The search for answers, though, that's just getting underway. Federal investigators say it could be a year before a final conclusion about why that tourist boat sank, killing 17. We get the latest now from NBC's Chris Pallone. Missouri Governor Claire McCaskill said today she will look at NTSB recommendations to regulate duck boats made back in 1999 following another incident involving them in Arkansas. Those recommendations never ended up becoming law. Back here locally happening today, an autopsy for an infant who died in Douglas County. Sheriff's deputies are investigating. 911 was called yesterday morning after a 3-month-old baby boy was found unresponsive at Two Rivers State Park. You see that on our map there. Folks at the park did CPR on the baby before first responders got there. The infant was rushed to the hospital, but pronounced dead there. A close call for a small plane at the Millard Airport. Omaha fire crews were called out for help. The plane came in and landed on its belly. Luckily, no one was hurt. A tow company brought a crane to get the plane off of that runway. The Omaha Airport Authority is investigating what went wrong. A husband, father, son, and Army sergeant taken too soon is honored and celebrated. Friends and family unveiled a street sign dedicated to Sergeant Kyle Wayne LaFleur. I want to give you a closer look. It sits at 29th and Fowler. The 27-year-old was shot and killed in January as he was home on leave. He had served for 10 years, and yesterday would have been his 28th birthday. His wife and son unveiled the sign to honor the family who says he was the heartbeat of the LaFleurs. The sign was just one way to help celebrate the legacy he leaves behind.
Helped us to heal. So this is another part of that. Look at all the people that came out. Okay. For such a great man.
5 people were charged in connection to LaFleur's murder. Larry Goins is expected in court in September. He is charged with first-degree murder and use of a weapon to commit a felony. Switching gears, 1 million visitors. That is a milestone hit at the Henry Doorly Zoo today. Long lines were there on this picture-perfect Saturday. It's the Heineman family that found themselves to be the lucky ones. The millionth visitor has its perks. It includes membership, a gift basket, up-close and personal encounters, along with a behind-the-scenes look at the penguins. The family does say they might not be able to use it long, though.
We live in Papillion, but we're actually moving in about a week, so this was kind of our last chance to go to the zoo. Yeah, we just decided to come.
Well, since the family will be moving to Rapid City next week, they don't plan to let the free membership go to waste. The zoo does have some big goals. On top of that, they plan to welcome 1 million more visitors by the end of the year. They welcomed more than 2 million by the end of 2017. We are taking a closer look at the Pink Lotus Project and the work they're doing to fight breast cancer. It is a pop-up boutique. All these shoes, clothes, and household items have to go. The funds will go to the Pink Lotus Project, a breast cancer support group and organization. The Pink Lotus Group has a community partnership with Strands from the Heart, a nonprofit that provides wigs for those suffering from cancer or other hair loss illnesses. Those behind what's happening say they just want to make a difference.
We die 40% more than every other culture. And so other people had heard that, but nobody was like shocked like me. And I'm like, okay, so why and what can we do to change that number?
The Pink Lotus Project is hoping to centralize its services in one place called the Holistic House. For more information on services, you can go to the pinklotusprojectne.org. There is still much more to cover tonight. Live at 10, police in the UK blocking off a popular park for a massive investigation. The latest is they look into a poisoning that hurt 2 people. Then in sports, Nebraska has landed one of the highest rated recruits for the 2019 season. Bree brings us all the details. But up next, Vice President Mike Pence out on the campaign trail for key Republicans. Tonight he's weighing in on the immigration debate while some Democrats see things a lot differently. You hear what they're all saying next. You're watching 6 News live at 10. We're back at 10:13 with what's happening up to the minute tonight. Vice President Mike Pence is addressing the immigration debate, all while he's on the campaign trail. He was in Tennessee today campaigning for Republicans running there. The VP praised ICE, which is responsible for detaining and deporting immigrants. He says in the last year alone, ICE has arrested more than 127,000 undocumented immigrants with criminal records. He spent part of the day taking on Democrats who'd like to see ICE end.
While some leading Democrats across this country are actually calling to abolish this agency, I'm going to make you a promise. Under this administration, we will never abolish ICE.
Some prominent Democrats, including Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren and New York Senator Kirsten Gillibrand, have called for the end of ICE. They say they want to create something better in its place. At least 8 people are hurt after a plane crash in Texas. This is in the town of Burnett. It was a small historic World War II plane. 14 people were on board when it crashed during takeoff. All of them were able to get off. One person suffered serious burns and was airlifted to the hospital. 7 others suffered minor injuries. A pilot who has flown the plane before says it is a total loss. Developing tonight, more than 1,000 people gathered to cheer on the release of 2 Florida sea turtles from different species. They were found floating offshore, rescued and rehabilitated. Both were fitted with satellite tracking transmitters and returned to the ocean. Other competitors have been released off Florida coastlines and are now living again in their natural habitats. Developing right now, people in India are picking up the pieces tonight. This is in the aftermath of a building collapse. At least 17 people were hurt. This happened in the southern part of the country, and we're still waiting for more details on just exactly what happened and whether anyone got hurt. Police have cordoned off a popular park in the UK as they move forward with a poisoning investigation. Investigators in protective suits and masks could be seen there. 2 Brits exposed to the nerve agent had visited the park before getting sick. The location was close to the area where a Russian double agent and his daughter were attacked with the same substance. That was back in March. Britain blamed Russia for those earlier poisonings. The Kremlin denied involvement. Bree joins us now with sports. A big announcement, a big commit, right?
Yeah, big win for the Big Red. The Open kicks off right here at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. And I know you said you're going to set your alarm, right?
We'll see if it's a little early, so we'll see. It's my day off, so who knows? Maybe.
Cup of coffee, maybe.
Exactly.
Watch some golf.
Get you right through it. All right, Bree, thank you so much. Here's PETA with a closer look at the weather.
Have that interactive radar handy.
And it's been a while since we've had a forecast where there's no 90s, maybe not even close to 100. So I think a lot of people probably pretty excited about that.
That's right.
All right, PETA, thank you so much. Well, next at 10, crews in Oregon are getting closer to gaining the upper hand on that deadly wildfire. Now officials are taking a look at the damage. You'll see what's happening on the ground right after the break. Welcome back. Oregon's governor tonight says that massive wildfire is now nearly 50% contained. It's been burning since Tuesday, charring more than 80,000 acres and claiming 1 life as firefighters work to put it out. Officials are assessing the damage to property and the state's wheat crop. Here's Kim Hutcherson. Well, it is time to start thinking about school again and helping out students in need. WOWT NBC Omaha is once again a proud sponsor of Stuff the Bus. School supplies are showing up in stores right now, so as you shop, grab some extra supplies for families that could use a little help. On August 8th, we will be collecting school supplies at the First National Bank. That's at 132nd and West Center. PETA has a final check of the forecast as soon as we come back. You're watching 6 News, live at 10.
To pack the umbrellas for the start of the work week.
Looks nice. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night.
WOWT 6 News is everywhere. Watch every newscast streamed live on our website and mobile app.